Okay, everybody, we're ready to do this lab. I'm on procedure number 1, and it says I need a clean, dry porcelain crucible cover on a pipe stem triangle, which I have right here. And I got my Bunsen burner ready to go. I'm gonna heat this for 2 minutes. So we'll put that on there. I'll put my glasses on, turn the gas on, get that rolling there. We'll put our lid up there too. It does say to put our lid up there, so we'll do that. And I'll let that heat for about 2 minutes, and we'll come back to that soon. Okay, so it says after 2 minutes, I'm supposed to have my wire gauze ready to go. That'll help it cool and make it easier for me to transfer. So turn this off here. And basically what we did to clean that, or to heat that up, is basically cleaning off anything that could have been on that crucible from experiments before. So I got my wire gauze here. This makes it easier for me to transfer it over after a 2-minute wait over to the electronic balance. So we'll do that next. Okay, we're about to the spot here where it's cool. So when cool, weigh the crucible and cover to the nearest 0.01. Okay, so we'll do that next. So I have my electronic balance tiered, and I'm going to use my crucible tongs to put that up there, just like so. Tough to hold a camera and to manipulate this, but I bet I'll get it. There we go. And so our number we're going to use is 23.83. So we'll write that: mass of empty crucible and cover, 23.83. Great, 23.83. All right, let's go back here. And it says to transfer approximately 2 grams of the XO in the weighted crucible. So I have my XO right here. I have my spatula here. Let me take care of that. I don't think I can do both things at once. So again, just asked me to do about 2 grams of the XO. I did a pretty good job, 25.84. Not too bad. So over here, then I would write down underneath the mass of the crucible contents, the contents being the XO and the cover. I got that all in there, 25.84. And that goes right in there. All right, let's see what we have next here. We're going to place the crucible on the triangle again, and we're going to heat it gently for 2 minutes. Now, it says why. Let's get to that first, and we'll talk about that. So again, we're gonna get this lit, get this rolling here, and we're gonna do it pretty gently here. In fact, I'm gonna turn that down just a little bit. Hopefully you can see it okay. And I'm gonna heat this. Now, what's going on? And the question says here, place the crucible on the pipe stem triangle, place the cover in position, heat it very gently for about 2 minutes. Now, we know that the oxygen is leaving that, the X and the O being the oxygen, and the X being the KCl part. If we look at this here, it says that we're going to, at 2-minute intervals, gradually increase the temperature until the crucible is heated strongly. Keep the crucible covered until near the end of the heating. Again, after 10 minutes, remove it. We're gonna go mass it out again. So I'm gonna let that go for a while, and we'll come back and see how we're doing. So I've lifted the lid off of this to show you what's going on. You can kind of see that solid has turned into a liquid. It's hard to see that, but it has, and we got nice gentle heating going on here. Everything's going pretty well. We're gonna let that go for another 2-minute interval. So sort of tough to see here, but it's been about 6 minutes. I've done 2-minute intervals, and you can see the bubbles that are forming here as the oxygen's leaving. And again, I took the cover off to let you see it's still bubbling pretty good. It's been about 8 more minutes. Things are going well here. I'm gonna let it go just a little bit longer, like the directions say. Tough to see here, but there's less bubbling going on, and you can kind of see like it almost looks like a solid of some sort there. But less bubbling means that the oxygen's almost all gone. So we're almost done. So the directions talk about doing multiple heatings, going back and forth until you get the same reading on the electronic balance. So I've done that, but I just want to show you. We would take then the cover off here very carefully. I can go ahead and turn off my flame and grab this, and I'm putting it on this this wire mesh right here. Then I want to head over to the electronic balance and see what we got. See if the reading matches the ones I've been getting before. So again, I'm going to take my balance here and tear it so it's saying zeros. I'm going to put both the crucible and the crucible cover right on there and see what I get. Now it says 25.36, 25.36. And again, that's pretty consistent with what I've gotten. It says constant weight, and I've been really close to that the last few times I've checked. I skipped that because it's not super exciting. So I'm gonna write a number 4 here, 25.35. Okay, now a lot of these other blanks here, we're gonna have to use calculations. And there's some hints on the lab quiz on how to do this. Of course, number 3 is pretty easy. You just subtract these. But there's a lot of hints on how to do this, and you want to pay attention to these as you fill it out. All right, so give that a try and see what we get here, okay? And actually, you know what, it is saying 3.6 here, so let's change that to 3.6. I might have said the wrong thing. So 25.36 is what we got here. All right, so let's give that a try.